On the news tonight, National Assembly Commission gets new chairman and commissioners. And on entrepreneurship skills, FCT Education Secretariat partners Brunel University. Good evening, and here is the 7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. A new chairman and commissioners have been sworn in for the National Assembly Commission. The ceremony was before commencement of the meeting of the Federal Executive Council this Monday. They took oath of office before President Bola Tinubu, as also witnessed by President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. The chairman, Saviour Onyekwere, and 11 commissioners represent the 6 geopolitical zones of the country.
The onerous tax on us is to go and put some reforms to things that were not right in the commission, and we know that we are going to manage people. So we, by the grace of God, will try as much as possible to key into the renewed agenda of Mr. President of making sure that we set a very good standard in terms of public service acts in the National Assembly.
Into a renewable term of years, State House correspondent Musbah Wahab report that the president also inaugurated 2 new permanent secretaries designate, while Mukhtar Muhammad represents the Northwest. Rafiu Adelaja is representing Oyo State in the body of permanent secretaries. In a bid to advance entrepreneurship and ensure sustainable innovation among young Nigerians, the FCT Education Secretariat, in collaboration with Brunel University London, has seen the need for innovation and entrepreneurship challenge competition. Onozo Yakubu captures the innovative prowess displayed by the participating student at the recent challenge competition.
This innovative and entrepreneurship challenge competition is part of a wider program designed to nurture creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills among secondary school students in the FCT. This is all in a bid to build a better and prosperous capital city.
Part of what we are training the children is we vow that no child leaves school without a skill. And from this innovative and creativity that you see these children display today, we are running towards that, honestly speaking. And it is part of the Mr. President's agenda that innovation, skill, critical thinking should be part of these students.
The competition is with the team Building a Better Abuja for Everyone, seeks to engage students in identifying real-life community problems and developing viable technological-driven business solutions towards addressing them.
It has been observed that our curriculum is not giving a privilege to students to put into practice what they learn. And we want to build in future entrepreneurs. And the basic process of doing that is to make the students to make a presentation of what they learn in the normal classroom situation.
This is another level of the partnership that we've gone into with them. They want to see the creativity and the nature of their critical thinking that our students have. And so we got into this competition to see what the students will come up with.
Stakeholders emphasize the need for sustained advocacy for entrepreneurship opportunities in order to create spaces where students can thrive with their skills. More than 25 FCT schools across the territory participated in the competition, which witnessed 5 schools in contests ahead of the grand finale. Key areas of focus during the competition include renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, urban infrastructure, and tourism.
Project Growth Tuition is all about empowering underprivileged families and also supporting the students through scholarship and providing palm trees which will help to develop the communities.
Here is a brief overview of our sustainable innovation. Our team proposed a sustainable innovation on poultry farming which utilize locally cost and eco-friendly ingredients. This approach enhances poultry health and increases productivity.
The challenge program commenced in February this year and will be concluded on May 12th with standard projects to be recognized and offer future development opportunities. Onoze Yakubu, Nta News.
Away from education, today, May 5th, marks the International Day of the Midwife, a celebration honoring the vital work of midwives worldwide in providing care and support to women during pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. This year's theme, Midwives Critical in Every Crisis, highlights the crucial role midwives play in humanitarian settings where they often serve as first responders and provide essential care with limited resources. According to the International Confederation of Midwives, trained midwives can provide up to 90% of essential sexual, reproductive, maternal, newborn, and adolescent health services. Midwives are not only critical in crisis situations, but also in everyday health care, particularly in Africa, where over 1 million newborns and 178,000 mothers die each year, according to the World Health Organization, recognizing the importance of midwives in reducing maternal mortality. Meanwhile, more than 300 persons in Oshafa community of Buhari Area Council of the nation's capital have benefited from the Federal Road Safety Corps FCT Command second edition of medical outreach. Odiri Ogbaru Arutere report that the 2025 FRSC medical outreach is aimed at promoting healthy communities.
Age is from 18 years up to 65. You can donate blood.
The annual medical outreach of the Federal Road Safety Corps FCT Command is an initiative put in place to reach out to residents of rural communities, mostly vulnerables, by providing them with free medical treatments, which is part of the organization's corporate social responsibility. Malaria screening, wide tests for typhoid, blood pressure, sugar level, as well as others, before proceeding for doctor's review, while free medications were also distributed to the beneficiaries.
The event is for the FCT Sector Commander of the FRS, directed by the Corps Marshal, for us to organize medical outreach annually. We started this last year. The turnout was massive and the benefits cannot be quantified. So similarly this year, we felt it was necessary to bring it to our other local community. So we're here in Shapa.
Unhealthy person cannot be on the road. It's on that background that road safety is considered as one of the corporate responsibilities to ensure that the community where they live, they are healthy and proper use of road. Because if you are not healthy, it will give a wrong judgment on the road.
I am honored to stand before you today at this impactful initiative, our free medical outreach in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps. This event is more than just a medical exercise. It is a testament to what we can achieve when agencies and professionals collaborate, work together for a purpose. Today we are bringing healthcare closer to those who need them most, offering free medical consultation, basic medical tests, and essential medicine to the wonderful people of Oshafa.
Road Safety Wives Association, Nafisat Shehu Mohammed, charges the mothers to always sleep under the long-lasting insecticidal net, keep their environment clean, and maintain proper personal hygiene.
The community. So they will be fit, because if you are not fit, you can't use the road. And by using, while not being fit and you use the road, you cause accidents. So we want to try to reach out to them to make them healthy.
The medical outreach is a forum where Federal Road Safety and partners meet to give back to the society, show love, and care for FCT residents.
I've seen the place is very nice. I'm very, very grateful indeed with the Road Safety Corps. The way they take hard work to come and treat us how we are feeling. Malaria, typhoid, fever, and so on.
We are very happy for your outreach. I will pray that God will give you the grace to keep it up in Jesus' name. I want them to test me. I want them to give me this general peace.
Shafa Community, Odiri Ogboru Arutiri, Nta News.
Creating an avenue where women will be empowered and inspire others to positively is the focus of the Bloom and Soar initiative. Cecilia Julius reports that the maiden launch of the initiative had panelists educate and enlighten women across board on the essence of being intentional and bold in their everyday approach to life.
When you see a very unassuming, very unassuming.
Equipped panelists drawn from all walks of life provided participants present with the right knowledge to become the best they are focused on. Speaking on the vision and mission of the Bloom and Soar initiative, the convener, Ezinwa Margaret Obioha, says the move is set on goals that will foster the rise of women who will change the narrative.
Some women genuinely want to raise their children right, but they are not even aware that they are doing this. They are raising their children in a gender-biased way. So with this, we are bringing it to their fore, and we are partnering with these organizations that raise the boy child, that give those resources and tools, and bringing it to the women under the Bloom and Soar initiative.
The platform provided opportunities for women who have walked different paths, encourage and empower individuals on overcoming obstacles on the path of success, with the goal intended to inspire others.
Being quiet does not help anybody. It's when you speak out that you know, people will know what is wrong with you and people will know where to help you. Don't be afraid to launch. Don't be afraid to do something. It's better you do it and fail than not to do it at all.
No matter where you find yourself in, no matter what you're doing, always be astute, always be confident, always have courage, always engage in small talks, always engage in any meetings, any situation, any network, because if you want to go, if you want to soar, you need to have good network. Your network is your net worth.
Launching the initiative, the participants aspire to breaking boundaries and create the right society where all will bloom and soar to greatness. Cecilia Julius, Nta News.
Now, let's move on to religious matters. The Halabibiya Islamic Society has identified Islamic Endowment Fund, known as Waqf, as a veritable social tool towards making society better, while also impacting communities and humanity. The Islamic organization, during a pre-launch training phase of the new program for its staff, says this is coming to add to existing programs of the faith-based organization. Abdullah J reports from the interaction with key stakeholders.
For 3 days, this Al-Habibiyya management staff and its stakeholders are undergoing a training that will expose them on the soon-to-be-introduced Islamic Endowment Fund initiative, Waqf, which is part of the new innovations introduced by the Islamic organization in order to help humanity and society grow.
We want to promote the education of this Islamic tool, the Waqf, that can help the entire community, not just is Muslim, it can help anybody, because among it there could be work for road, there could be work for electricity, there could be work for water, there could be work for school. So this thing is not about Muslim, it's about humanity generally, because to us, what is called Islam is humanity.
One of the beauties, opportunities we have in Waqf is that it is a product of ijtihad, and it falls within the scope of mu'amala.
After careful and thoughtful deliberations, this think tank session agreed on the model as a life-changing initiative which is embedded with all the public services to be rendered to the people within Islamic principles of Sharia.
Habibiyya has always been about humanity, and every single program that they are contemplating or that they are already involved in is about humanity. So there's nothing Habibiyya is doing that is not about advancing humanity.
Al-Habibiyya is championing a cause that will bring funding and will bring participation of experts, the young ones and the old ones, is a handshake that I think will assure the future of this country, and it's a well-deserved thing. And you know, my knowledge of Al-Habibiyya, they have never failed in any cause that I know of that they are doing that they have failed.
These are programs that are derived from the Quran and from the Hadith. And of course, one thing that is so unique about them is that here in this part of the world, we are not very conversant with. In fact, most of those have not heard about these things before, except those who are very, very learned. And these are things that actually the Muslims need.
As the Islamic organization continues to shape and mold character, these ideas, collaborators believe, are timely to address contemporary Islamic and societal concerns. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And for latest happenings in the world of sports, let's now join our sports decks.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles on Sunday night played a barren draw with Junior Atlas of Morocco at the 30th June Stadium in Cairo in a Group B Under-20 AFCON match. It was a night the physical football of West African team by Nigeria came to the fore, but the goals refused to come. Nigeria had 8-4 shots at goal with 3-0 on target, dominated game control with 56-44 ball possession, but yet no goals. Meanwhile, England captain Harry Kane has claimed his first career title as Bayern Munich were confirmed Bundesliga's champions after Bayern Leverkusen were held to a 2-2 draw by Freiburg on Sunday afternoon. Who is winning the 2024-2025 Ballon d'Or among these football professionals? This year, champions and one. Second on the list is Lamine Yamal. He's just 17 years old. No player has ever won the Ballon d'Or before their 21st birthday with 16 goals and 25 assists. One Copa del Rey, Yamal is anticipating to grab the Ballon d'Or at early years of his football careers. There is no greater talent to win the Ballon d'Or than Lamine Yamal. Another talent that can contend favorably with Yamal is Rafinha, with 35 goals, 25 assists, one Copa del Rey and Supercopa de España. There is no doubt Rafinha is playing the best football of his career. Others likely to win the coveted award are Pedro, Mohamed Salah, and Robert Lewandowski. With Sports Brief, Moses Kuye, NTA News.
Thanks for watching the English version of the news. I am Aisha Uba Ali. Please stay tuned for translation of some of the top stories. Good evening.
Wizo kwa we wona na azaba jilo ba je ba che ba wo ya iwo abeda zaza isha ndaje zuma woni ye wago ba gan shin peje da we nun peje a commissioner ya bedo no a commissioner je akuba ku ana tunjia na ye no bokun ya ko kazanwa be na bedai agange aye kuba anaye nu kami aya asese adnagman nu eyitutogoda atunu jiba nje bola tinubu goswin akpabion wobenyi nu sanabajin aiku anaye dan wahab onwa le sheba we be na bedai wagange sevio ochen kore woni jin shipejeda nu a commissioner je gun awoche gban nanu nyeje eyitutogoda nje bola tinubu waku ayanka epepeyan ku anabedo bagun aba Motal Mohammed nuwolo nu peje sunbabwanya bedo Rafiu ade jalai nwonu lonu oyeki nabaige ajege agbatuntun ba lolonu abie nanu eyikie yepe zan ba adnagman nanu eyikie zanu alese ba we be nu abedai na yo oneze Yakubu wa ngage ai ki ngno jimba bedo na yepe zan bai bala obwadna do no ayepe zan ba adnagmanyan ekin London ya na bai ba ga abi beyi no aye no abwatun sapa na bai ge aye abo no ba yi ba jelo na no bo nsapa yekoyin anjindenu na bai ge osa no ebi azo yepe zan iche wazo no abwatun shi na no akun enaye gbamapia wona nfe gun atun okoni jin yinpe no acheshi no ize pata ai shi aza awe mba no yepe lolo no ayansan jin sopa ayeku agmadanya boye ntukotu no oba tuntumbo mba jin ga azalo osa no yinkoza jin enuboyi osa no wo yashi wakagan abi wedna ailabama enchedonu ayansan ajeyi nya doku kwenku wu onyize pata nge nanu oye de ajin abi awewe malo nlo dubu manche tu shitna ba che nyimo ayin koza njesun bajin ba ko jin sanjilo nanu oye de ama nanu nya doku ye dudu akusan barka chiba tuko tu manebo mbajin ba ga ayansan lo osanu ba be ashibejin balo echei amaje abo babo olelanu saizu
Masu kallo da salamu assalamu alaikum ga fassarar labaranmu ne a takaice mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. An rantsar da shugaba da kwamishinan majalisar dokoki ta ƙasa. Wakilin fadar shugaban ƙasa Musbah Dan Wahab ya rawaito mana cewa an yi bikin rantsuwar kafin taron majalisar dokoki ta ƙasa sannan suka karɓi rantsuwar a gaban shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Shugaban majalisar dattijai ta ƙasa Godswill Akpabio ya shaida sabon shugaban Sebio Onyekure da kwamishinoni 11 za su wakilci gundumomin ƙasar nan 6 a hukumar. Domin ci gaba da bunƙasa kasuwanci da tabbatar da samun ilimin ƙirƙiro sana'o'i a tsakanin matasan ƙasar nan. Wakilin Shaibu Onoze Yakubu ya shaida mana cewa sakatariyar ilimi ta birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja tare da haɗin gwiwar jami'ar Brunel da ke London a Birtaniya sun bayyana buƙatar samar da ayyukan ƙirƙira da magance ƙalubalen gasa a harkokin kasuwanci a ƙasar nan domin bunƙasa rayuwar matasan ƙasar. Yau 5 ga watan Mayu ita ce ranar ungozoma ta duniya. Rana ce da Majalisar Ɗinkin Duniya ta keɓe domin yabawa da aikin da suke yi na ba da kulawa da duba lafiyar mata masu juna biyu har su sauka lafiya. Ranar ta bana an yi mata take da ungozoma na da muhimmanci a kowane yanayi, inda aka bayyana gudunmawar da suke baiwa al'umma wadda suka kasance masu kai agajin farko da ba da kulawar da ake bukata da abin da ya sawwaka daga gare su. A rana irin wannan ana dubawa tare da tattauna bukatunsu, irin ayyukan da suke yi da kalubalen da suke fuskanta domin inganta aikinsu da kuma lafiyar al'ummar ƙasa. A takaice labaran namu ne kenan, mu kana lafiya.
Igbo ekele m unu nọ na akụkọ nke uhuruchi taa, akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi taa na nkenke ọkaakọ bụ Maazị Okwi Francis Ide. Ndị isi oche ọhụrụ nakwa ndị kọmishọna ọhụrụ nke ụlọ ọgbakọ ukwu ala anyị ka eduru n'iyi ọrụ taa. Ọ bụ tupu ndị isi gọọmenti etiti amalite ọgbakọ ha ụbọchị nke taa ka e mere ya bụ mmemme idu n'iyi ọrụ. Ha ṅụrụ iyi n'ihu onye isi ala anyị Bola Ahmed Tinubu nke onye isi ndị omeiwu bụ Godswill Akpabio gbakwara akaebe nakwa ndị isi ndị ọzọ gasị. Onye isi oche Saviour Onyekwere na kọmishọna 11 sitere na mpaghara 6 nke ala anyị bụkwa ndị ọhụrụ a so na ndị edu n'ihe ọrụ. Iji bugolite agbammbọ nakwa nrụpụta akụrụngwa ọhụrụ n'etiti ndị ntorobịa ala anyị, FCTERC nakwa Mahadum Brunel nke London ejikọgo aka iguzobe asọmpi n'etiti ndị ntorobịa ala anyị. Ọnọze Yakubu, onye nta akụkọ anyị nọ n'oge asọmpi a, kwuru na ọ gbara akaebe oke mmụta nakwa amamihe ọhụrụ dị n'etiti ndị ntorobịa n'oge asọmpi a. Taa bụ ụbọchị mmemme n'ụwa gbaa gburugburu ndị na-elekọta ụmụ nwaanyị dị ime nakwa mmụpụta nwa bekee kpọrọ midwives. Dịka e kwuru, isi sekpụ ntị na mmemme nke afọ a bụ ndị midwives na oge nsogbu kpụ ọkụ n'ọnụ. O kwuru na ndị midwives a adịghị mkpa naanị n'oge nsogbu kpụ ọkụ n'ọnụ, kama ha dị mkpa n'ime ọrụ nchekwa ahụike niile mgbe niile, ọkachasị n'ime Afrịka ebe 1 nde ụmụaka mụrụ ọhụrụ na-anwụ nakwa 178,000 ụmụ nwaanyị dị ime n'ala mmụọ kwa afọ n'ime Afrịka. Ndewo gị onye makiri ya n'ụbọchị nke taa, ka ọ dịkwa echi mgbe a ga-akọrọ n'akụkụ ụwa na nke ọzọ.